Hello friends, this is CraftyMama. Today I am going to create a paper birdhouse. I found this on sej.com's blogspot. You do not need a die cut machine. All you need is to be able to print out the pattern and then you cut it out, and you need very simple supplies which just include cardstock or scrap paper, the pattern, scissors, glue, a toothpick, pencil, and ribbon. The first pattern looks like this. Right here I just printed it onto plain copy paper, and then I also printed it on this colorful cardstock, which is what I plan on using. Let's begin. So we need to cut out this first part, and you cut it out all on the dark lines as you see me here, and I'm just cutting it out, and the little dotted lines are going to be your fold lines where you're going to fold on. So now this is cut out. The easy way to make this, the circle in the middle, is just to cut a little part out in the middle of the circle and then use your scissors to cut the circle for the little birdhouse. Take your toothpick and about a ½ inch below the circle, poke a little hole gently underneath it, right centered in the middle as best you can. As I'm showing you here, there's my hole. And then when you cut this out, you're going to cut a little bit on the sides, as you see my finger where it is, on both the top and bottom on each of the sides, so that you can do your fold lines. Now I'm going to go and do all my fold lines, and I'll be right back. So here is mine. I creased all my fold lines. I'm not yet gluing it because this is a 2-page printable, and I wanted to show you something before I did that part. She actually made this for Mother's Day. There's a Happy Mother's Day sign you can glue on it on the bottom of the birdhouse before you glue the sides together. I'm not using it for that. But also the 2nd page printable did not work on my PDF for some reason, so I had to create my own measurements, and these work perfectly fine. If for some reason it doesn't print for you, I can put these down below in my comments section. And I did the roof at 4 3/4 inches long by 2 3/4 inches high, and the 2 pieces of trim as you see here with the measurements. Since the 2nd page didn't print right for me, I just cut the trim to the sizes I showed you on my page and used my decorative scissors for the scale of trim. Now we glue these sides all together. I glued all 3 of mine. I'm showing you this one. You glue it on the tab and then put the tab on the inside of the birdhouse. You can use tacky glue, hot glue, double-sided tape, or even a glue stick. And if you're using tacky glue like me, just give it a few seconds, 30 seconds, or whatever to dry. Now we will work on our roof. And you will take the roof, and on either side, you're going to cut a slit about a 1/4 inch up, centered in the middle on either side of the roof. This is where your ribbon's going to go through at the end, because we tied at the end with ribbon. I'll show you that when we get to it. And then you are going to need 2 pieces of trim for the sides of the roof, and 4 pieces of trim, 2 of which go on the front of the roof and 2 of which go on the back. And they are ½ inch wide, and they're scored down the middle. And again, I use my decorative scissors to make that little edge on the trim there. The next thing I'll do is take my trim pieces, and I'm going to fold each of them where I scored them down the middle. And I'll do that to all 6 pieces and come right back and we'll glue them on. So I'm going to glue the trim pieces around the edges. I'm going to take the long edges, the sides first. You want to glue the flat flap to the underside of the roof on all of your trim pieces. And what I'm just doing here is once I glue it in place and it's kind of glued, sticking a little bit, I flatten it out and then I'll put it back down just to get a nice edge there so it lines up really well. And I'm going to finish off all the edges here the same way. And I did glue the corners together when I was done. Now, we're going to need to take the toothpick, cut off one pointy end of the toothpick, stick it in the hole you made prior to this. And you want to cut it for how long you want your little bird perch to be. That's up to you. When you have it the size you think you want it, stick it back in. Just make sure, check before you glue it. And I think I like that just about right there. So I'm going to put some glue on it, and I will stick it back in the hole with the glue on. And let the glue dry a little bit. And then there's a pointy edge on the inside that I did cut off. So it's very little, so that if somebody does stick their hand in, if I put candy in this, they won't get poked. Next, I'm using 3/16 inch wide ribbon in this color. And what we do with the ribbon is I already put one side in just to not make this video so long. You can see it's in the slit that we made in the roof in the beginning. And I'm going to put it through the slit in the other side. It goes around the bottom. And I found the easiest way to do this for me was to use a paper clip to tuck it in that little slip. The little slit, not slip. And it just pokes it right through, and I can pull the ribbon through. So you just put the roof on your little birdhouse, and you pull the ribbon up. And I'm just trying to get it a little even, and then you would tie a bow on the top. And of course, once you get your bow tied, you might want to fool with it, even it out, make it look cuter, whatnot. But I was also thinking that this would be really cute. I mean, you could fill it with candy, which is what she shows in the video when she does this tutorial. I'm not going to probably fill mine with candy. I'm not sure. It'd be really cute to put a little bird inside peeking out that little hole or on the little perch. So I finally got my ribbon nice and neat as I wanted it. I think this came out so super cute. I had a lot of fun doing it. Could even be cute just on a shelf or give it as a gift to someone with something inside, whether it's candy or a little present or whatnot. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for stopping by and watching Crafty Mama. Bye-bye.